and my vision just went black. I say, black. I ain't know what was going on. I screamed out to my boy, Tay Money. I'm like, Tay. Money run in the room. But what's up? Boy, you all right? You all right? I'm like, bro, I can't see. It's black. He cold in the light like, bitch, open your eyes. He like, what the fuck wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know, bro. You gotta rush me to the hospital right now, bro. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Yeah. This shit nigga hot.
Winning lottery numbers coming up.
Ain't no love in the city, my shit split down the middle. This shit done got so wicked ever since they killed my nigga. Now niggas screaming off, but we was dogs when we was little. Them just ain't trying to hear unless you talking with a pistol. This shit done got so wild, so they hide aside picking. The internet capping to get you killed for some attention. They think that shit life, but when you dead, that ain't living. That's why I always kept this shit real, no gimmicks. I know it's coming with it, and it's different when you in it. You know I kick my shit, but it's some things you never mention. Cause if it's really pressure, why put people in your business? I know it sound cool, but nigga die behind that distance. I lost one of my artists to this shit, I still miss him. Wish I would've told him just chill, play it different. Crackers came and grabbed my whole pack, so I've been missing. Try to switch it up, but I've been slacking on my mission. Really inside the city, and I know my people miss me. Everywhere I go, it's all love, hugs and kissing. Kids to the real niggas, all the bad bitches.
What's poppin' besides your cheek? I'm Duke Don't Shoot 'em. I be trying not to. I'm here to talk to y'all about rheumatoid arthritis, also known as RA. So RA is a chronic inflammatory disorder, also known as this autoimmune disease. I'm gonna give you the rundown, and what I mean by rundown is, explain and tell you about when I knew my body was changing and there was something going on with me, and when I got diagnosed with RA. So let's jump right into it like John Morant. When I was in high school, like 2004, 2005, yeah, goddamn, right? I'm old as shit. I'm an old head now. So probably say, let's say my 10th grade going to 11th grade, that summer. I played basketball. I was real good in basketball. I played AAU, for a team called South Florida Heat, which was a team, a Nike team down here in South Florida. Back then, it wasn't as many AAU teams that you play for, that was sponsored. So I happened to be good. I played with 16 and 17 and under. I was at this tournament in Orlando at Walt Disney. It was like the last tournament of the summer, one of the biggest tournaments. I remember my coach, asked my mom to, let me stay up there, and I wanted to stay. I was starting the point guard for both teams, for both age groups, 16 under and 17 under. So I had played the 16 under, tournament. Coach, the AAU coach asked, my assistant coach for my high school was my assistant coach for my 16 under AAU team. So he asked him, asked my mom, could I stay up there for the 17 under tournament, which was a couple days, after the 16 under tournament, same place at Walt Disney, in Orlando. So, my mom know I love basketball. She's like, yeah, I stayed. I wanted to stay again. 17 on tournament started, I'm balling. I think like the second game, I happened to take a charge. For y'all that don't know, it's take a charge. You stand there, boom, basically somebody run you over. It'd be an offensive foul, you get possession. So I took a charge, I hit the ground. I got up, played the rest of the game. It hurt it, but, I played the rest of the game, played the whole tournament out. My body was, feeling a little different, acting a little different. So, after that, that was the last tournament of the season, of the AAU season, the summer. Took a break, fast forward, heading into the season for, high school, and my body wasn't acting right. That was like my junior year. Fast forward, senior year, my body breaks down even more. I'm having injuries that I can't explain. Feet swelling up in the morning times. I have to wake up for school. I have to wake up at 4 o'clock so my body can, get the blood flowing and, start acting right a whole hour or so before I usually get up. Like I say, senior year, my body broke down even more. And I said I couldn't explain it. The injuries, the swelling of the hands, the swelling of the feet, neck gets stiff. I can't move my neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't rolling any ankles, wasn't hurting my wrist. It just, I wake up and everything is swollen. Didn't know what it was. I took longer to heal. Like I said, if I roll my ankle and a normal person roll their ankle, it might take a normal person a couple days, they back ready to go. Take me a week. And I'm like, well, why my recovery is so long? I wasn't like this, before. Graduated high school, I ended up going to FAMU in Tallahassee, Florida. Anybody know about FAMU? Got a lot of hills up there. up there is my body acting up even worse. It's happening to me even more. At the time, I didn't know what it was. Swelling. I had lost a lot of weight. High school, I probably was 190, 195 playing basketball. First year, I go to fam. I lost a little weight. By my second year, that's when it really went to hit me. My second year, I was down to like 170 pounds, 165 pounds, something like that. So going from 195, I'm eating every day. I got out of high school. I wasn't playing basketball anymore. All the, colleges went away, everything, because of my injuries. I wasn't performing at the level that I was performing before because, like I said, I didn't know what was going on with my body. So my second year at fam, I ended up getting kicked out of school. That's a story that, I share with y'all. That's another time. So I ended up being kicked out of school. I came back home, my home is West Palm Beach, Florida. And I did something at FAMU where I got put on probation, got kicked out of school. So when I came home, I ended up getting a job working security because I had to have a job, on probation. I ended up getting an apartment. My friend Tay Money had ended up coming home, which my main man. But I say friend so y'all understand. But that's what I mean by main man. When I say my main man, I mean my friend. So my main man ended up coming home also. We ended up getting an apartment together, a 2-bedroom. We was staying. Tay Money was Dante. He was in Tallahassee, with me. So when I came home, he ended up coming home also on his own reason. And we ended up getting a 2-bedroom apartment together. We were staying together. So I was working security. I usually work overnights from 11 to 7. I had already had a security job before this one that I'm finna tell y'all about. I ended up having a security job. I worked overnights there too. I ended up getting fired from that one. I get my rest, sleep 8 to 10 hours a day. I end up falling asleep on at that job. I worked 3 days in a row, 12-hour shifts. So my last hour on my third day, work on my third day shift, I fell asleep in the car. But I had got my rest, so I usually stay up, but my body was so tired, I was so drained. And I was like, damn, I don't know how I fell asleep. I even had, I questioning myself, didn't know what was wrong. So I ended up getting this second security job that to tell y'all about right now. And I was working overnight at an apartment complex. End up getting ready for work like I usually do and working overnight again, 11 to 7. And my vision just went black. I say black, I ain't know what was going on. I screamed out to my boy, Tay Money. I'm like, Tay. Money run in the room, but what's up? Boy, you all right? I'm like, bro, I can't see. It's black. He cold in the light like, bitch, open your eyes. I'm like, bitch, my eyes is open. You can't see. He like, what the fuck wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know, bro. You gotta rush me to the hospital right now, bro. I don't know what the fuck going on. Like that. He was like, bro, you playing? I'm like, nah, bitch, I ain't. Why would I play like this, bitch? So I'm like, nah, bitch, I ain't playing. So he picked me up on his shoulder. Without my main man Tay Money, he like 5'10", 5'11", like 200 some pounds, Oh, cock ass nigga, pause. You feel me? So nigga picked me up over his shoulder. We stayed in a 2-bedroom townhouse, which is, upstairs, downstairs, living room, kitchen downstairs, 2 bedrooms upstairs. So he carried me, put me on his shoulder, carried me downstairs, put me in the car, rushed me to the hospital. I'm like, bro, call my mom, call my brother. So I got 3 brothers. My brother, Pilo, is the one that stays in Florida. So in West Palm Beach also. So we ended up calling my mama, calling my brother. They met us at the nearest hospital. I ended up going to the hospital and they sedated me. Because I remember, my main man talking to me, my mom talking to me, and I couldn't, like I say, I was momentarily blind. I've been waking up and I could see. So they ended up running a couple tests. Didn't know what was wrong with me. By this time, I'm 150 pounds. So in 2 years, I went from like 195 pounds to 150 pounds. When I got admitted into the hospital, the doctor said, bro, I don't even know how you alive. I'm like, what the fuck you mean? He was like, man, you don't have enough blood in your body to even be surviving. I'm surprised you ain't just fall out and collapse and die somewhere. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, bro. Like, you don't have enough blood in your body to survive. We're gonna have to give you 2 blood transfusions. That's how much blood I guess I had the loss or whatever. But I know it didn't come out of me or anything, but I was taking, at the time, Motrin. I was in so much pain, I take 8 motion at a time. And I can't remember for sure, but I don't think you're supposed to exceed 24 in a day. I take 8 at a time, 8 at a time, 8 at a time, like three times a day. Sometimes I would exceed them. Like that's thinning out your blood. So he was like, yeah, you gotta get, we gotta admit you, and you gotta get 2 blood transfusions. So I'm like, all right. They admitted me. I ended up staying in the hospital for 2 weeks. Had to be the toughest 2 weeks of my life. I've been through a lot of stuff in life. Them 2 weeks had to be the toughest 2 weeks in my life. So I'm admitted. Stay with me. Stay with me. You know what I mean? Like Travis Hunter, follow me. So 2 weeks I'm admitted. Every morning, clockwork, like 4 o'clock in the morning, they wake me up to take blood. Wake me up to take blood after they gave me the blood transfusion. They waking me up, pricking me, taking blood, all kind of tools. They taking so much blood at me. I'm like, God damn, bitch, the blood y'all just gave me, bitch, y'all gonna take it back out. How much y'all got them drawing blood every day? So, end up, like I say, staying up 2 weeks, man. And 2 weeks of straight testing. And everything, when I say I got every test possible to man, everything came back negative. The doctor came back to me and was like, we'll test you for everything we could test you for. He was like, we don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the first time and only time in my life I thought I was gonna die. I was like, man, I'm finna die. Scariest shit I ever been through. I called my brother. I was like, man, you gotta, at least come get me, take me outside, bro. I ain't been outside in 2 weeks. I ain't had no fresh air. Brother came the next morning. He wheeled me out in the wheelchair, because that's how small I had got, and goddamn how much I was hurting. And I was like, damn, bro. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real. Why I fuck around, and it's not last moment, because people live with it. But I ain't gonna lie, I thought I had AIDS, bro. I thought I was finna die. I ain't gonna lie. I told my brother, I said, hey boy, when he rolled me out that hospital, not gonna lie, I wasn't supposed to do it, but I did it. He rolled a joint. God damn it, I smoked cigarettes at the time, but I don't do anything anymore. I don't smoke, I don't drink. No, I don't do any drugs anymore. For one, because of my health, and because I drive CDL trucks, 18-wheelers, and I get drug tested, a lot. So he rolled me out in that wheelchair, and I was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, boy. I've been fucking with one girl, boy. If I got AIDS, boy, you gotta kill her ass. But just scared, just bullshitting, and we laugh about it. I was just like, hey boy, I got AIDS, boy, you gotta kill her ass, boy. And we bullshitting and we laugh about it so hard. And he was like, man, you stupid bitch. I was like, yeah, man. But I had already knew, that all my tests came back negative. So we was just joking. So, I had to make times light. So I was just joking around and shit, and I was like, bro, I'm scared though. I don't know what's going on with me. They tested me already for everything in the world, and everything came back negative. So I end up going back in the hospital the next day. They was like, only thing we could think of, and they sat in and thought about everything. They're like, man, listen, the only thing we could think of that we can't test you for is rheumatoid arthritis. So he was like, hey, you have to go see, we refer you to a doctor, it's rheumatologist. We want you to go, check him out and go, see what he say. So they referred me to the rheumatologist in Wellington, Florida, and I went the next morning. When I went, he did his test, draw his blood, sent it to the lab. A couple days later, called me back, like, yeah, come in. I went to the doctor. He was like, yeah, man, you have rheumatoid arthritis. He was like, I'm gonna put you on some prednisone. At the time, I didn't have insurance, so he was like, hey, we're gonna put you on some prednisone, there's steroids, and it was like 7-day packs. It was like little packs. It was like it explained to you how you take it and everything for 7 days. And after I take them for 7 to 14 days, then I have to come back, get some more. So I was on that prednisone regimen, which I hated, because have me hungry, then it don't have me hungry, and I pick up weight and I drop weight, and it used to have me sick. So I hated the prednisone, but it kept me out of pain. I gained more weight. I was gaining weight and stuff, and I was just like, well, that is a pain I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. You hear me? Rheumatoid arthritis, it's painful. So I ended up getting insurance, and he told me, hey man, you're my youngest patient. You're the youngest person that I've seen with the disorder. He was like, so no matter if you have insurance or you don't, come see me, and I'll make sure you have your medicine. So I'm show y'all, it's the medicine that I take every other week, so twice a month. It's called Humira. It's a 40 milligram pen, and it's for rheumatoid arthritis. And like I say, man, this rheumatoid arthritis is it's not the end of the world. I can live with it. I got a job. I take care of my beautiful daughter. single father, and as long as I'm on my regimen, on my schedule of taking my medicine, and I have to eat right, I have to exercise, can't drink, because drinking mess with your organs, your liver, stuff like that. So I can't, liver, kidney, whatever drinking, causes, messing with it. So I can't drink, I can't smoke, I can't do any drugs. Trying to diet right, not supposed to be eating red meat. I eat a lot of fish and chicken. I don't really eat red meat anyway. Not too much dairy, rice. But like I say, when I feel good, I feel good. But when I'm down, I'm down. I'm trying to feet and stuff be swollen, can't walk, can't move. It's like I don't feel like doing anything when I don't have my medicine. And then also you have to find out your schedule if forever who have rheumatoid arthritis. You got high energy times of the day. So I realized that my high energy part of the day is in the morning time. So I always been an early bird anyways. So I make sure whatever I have planned for my day, I work every day anyways. I work a morning shift. But my off days, if I have anything to do, I make sure I schedule everything for the morning time. Cause like when it gets 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, it's like I have no energy. So rheumatoid arthritis is not end of the world. It's something you can live with as long as you stay on top of your medicine, eat right, exercise. And this disorder I have, it targets your joints, deteriorates your joints and targets your bones. So think about how many joints a human has in their body. It targets every joint. It deteriorates and targets the bones. So I love my life, and I don't get down on myself, because hey, you gotta continue with life, baby. I got a child to raise, and it's not gonna get better. It's gonna get worse as I get older. So I have to do everything I need to do to provide for my daughter, while I still can move like I can move. So hey, I love y'all. And this, was me informing you about an autoimmune disease called rheumatoid arthritis. Love.